Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, dreamers and doers, visionaries and hustlers, overthinkers and silent builders, those who are already winning and those who are still Googling how to win in life. I bring you warm greetings and a little fire for your soul. Now, before we go deep into this speech, let me start with something real, something simple, and something very serious. Life is not a rehearsal. It's not a trial version. It's not a dress rehearsal for the real show that begins later. There is no reset button. You don't get to say at 65, oops, I didn't mean to waste those decades. Can I get a refund on that heartbreak or exchange this failure for a better opportunity? No. Life doesn't give receipts, it gives results. It doesn't allow returns. You can't trade in pain for a newer model or swap regret for joy at the customer service desk of the universe. Every single day you wake up, life is looking at you and asking, are you going to fight or fold? Are you going to roar or whimper? You either stand up and face the jungle or lie down and become someone else's carpet, stepped on, walked over, and forgotten. And believe me, the jungle does not wait for the weak to gather courage. So today I'm here to ignite a mindset, not just give a motivational moment. Before you start anything in life, whether it's a business, a dream, a relationship, or a journey, have a lion mentality. Not a house cat mentality, not a sleepy panda mentality, not a confused duck mentality waddling in circles. I'm talking about the lion, the king, the boss, the beast, the one who does not wait to be fed. Let's roar. Let me ask you, why do we say lion mentality? Why not elephant mentality? The elephant is bigger. Or cheetah mentality, the cheetah runs faster. Or eagle mentality, it flies high. Because, my friend, life does not reward you because you're the biggest, fastest, or most talented. Life rewards you because you're the one who's bold enough to take action even when the odds are against you. And that's the lion. The lion is not the tallest in the jungle. That's the giraffe. The lion is not the heaviest. That's the elephant. The lion is not the fastest. That's the cheetah. But who's the king? The lion. Why? Because of its mindset. Because the lion believes, I don't need to be everything, I just need to believe I can conquer anything. Listen to me carefully. Some of you are waiting until you're more qualified. You're waiting until you're more educated, until your English sounds like British Airways pilot. You're waiting until you have 6-pack abs or 10 certificates. But guess what? Confidence eats qualifications for breakfast. Let me tell you a funny story. There's this chicken who grew up in a village where the only thing it ever saw were other chickens. It scratched the ground, clucked, pecked rice, and ran when a dog barked. But one day, it looked up and saw an eagle soaring in the sky. The chicken said, wow, what kind of bird is that? Another chicken replied, don't worry about it, that's an eagle. We're chickens, we don't fly. Moral of the story? Most people are chickens, but they were born eagles. They just grew up in a village where nobody believed they could fly. You've got to change your environment and change your mindset. Surround yourself with people who roar like lions, not those who cluck like chickens. Because if you hang around chickens, they'll convince you that dreams are dangerous. If you hang around hyenas, they'll laugh at every big idea you have. But if you hang around lions, they will challenge you, push you, roar at you, and sometimes even bite you, but you'll become better. One thing I love about lions is this. They don't ask for permission. Have you ever seen a lion walk up to a zebra and say, excuse me, can I eat you today? No, it's roar, and the hunt begins. Some of you are so polite in life, it's hurting your future. You're waiting for life to give you an invitation card before you pursue your goals. You're waiting for your family to approve your dream. You're waiting for your friends to clap for you before you try something big. Wake up. This is not a wedding. You don't need RSVP to chase your destiny. Let's talk jungle for a second. The jungle is not a peaceful place. Every day, animals are fighting to survive. It's not a Disney movie with background music and dancing giraffes. It's real, it's dangerous, and it's competitive. Sounds familiar? That's life. Life is not fair. Life is not kind. Life is not waiting to hug you. Life is the jungle. And what do lions do in the jungle? They dominate. Let me break it down for you. When the lion wakes up, it doesn't say, oh, I'm feeling sleepy today. It doesn't wait to be motivated by a YouTube video or a TED Talk. It doesn't wait for the weather to be perfect. It says, I need to eat, I need to win, I need to lead. So let me ask you, what are you doing when you wake up? Scrolling Instagram, watching TikTok for 2 hours, arguing in the comments of a celebrity's post? That's chicken behavior, my friend. Lions wake up and plan the hunt. So before you start anything, your business, your book, your career, your marriage, your fitness journey, ask yourself, do I have a lion mentality, or am I still thinking like a house cat who's waiting for someone to feed me? Let me talk to the complainers. Yes, you, the ones who say, life is hard. I don't have support. Nobody believes in me. Let me tell you something funny. Nobody owes you anything. Not your family, not your friends, not your boss, not even your neighbor who borrows sugar and never returns it. Do you think the lion sits down and says, wow, nobody helped me today. The zebra ran too fast. I'm going to write a Facebook post and complain. No. The lion says, next time I'll run faster. I'll be smarter. I'll attack from a different angle. You've got to stop sitting around complaining and start adapting, growing, and becoming dangerous in your own field. Now this part is crucial. You cannot have a lion mentality while surrounding yourself with sheep. You can't hang out with gossipers and become a global leader. You can't chill with lazy people and expect motivation to fall from heaven. Listen, your environment is either your cage or your launch pad. One of the biggest reasons many people fail is because they don't have the courage to leave their comfortable zoo. You know, the zoo, the place where life gives you just enough to survive but never enough to fly. Real lions belong in the wild, not behind a cage taking selfies with tourists. Excuses are not lions. Excuses are mosquitoes, small, annoying, and capable of giving you mental malaria. You say, I'm too old. Lions don't care about age. I don't have money. Lions don't wait for a budget, they hunt. I don't know how to start. Lions figure it out. What if I fail? What if you succeed? What if your roar shakes the jungle? What if your hunt feeds generations? What if your courage becomes a legend? Failure is part of the lion's journey. You think every hunt is successful? No! Sometimes the zebra escapes. Sometimes the prey is faster. Sometimes the weather is against them. But lions don't retire just because of one failed hunt. You failed in business? Roar again. You got rejected? Roar louder. Your idea didn't work? Hunt smarter. Every failure is just a sharpened claw. You are not your failure, you are your fight. Let me tell you something that will offend some people. If you spend your whole life following, you will die forgotten. Leaders are not perfect, but they are bold. You've got to lead your life, not lease it to other people. Lead your time. Lead your habits. Lead your thoughts. Lead your emotions. Stop letting social media dictate how you feel. Stop letting trends decide your value. Be the lion. Walk your own path, even if it's lonely at first. Before you start anything, before you launch that dream, that idea, that business, that new version of you, build the mindset of a lion. Because with a lion mentality, you will be confident, not cocky. You will be focused, not distracted. You will be hungry, not comfortable. You will be fierce, not fearful. You will be powerful, not pitiful. And most importantly, you will be unstoppable. Let me end this speech the same way a lion ends a hunt, not quietly, not politely, but with power, with presence, and with purpose. Because your life, my friend, is not a joke. It's not a dress rehearsal for some future moment. It's not an ornament you hang up to impress people on Instagram. Your life is a battlefield, and your dreams are not decorative. They are divine assignments waiting for activation. So before you start anything, before you chase that goal, write that book, build that business, change your body, leave that toxic job, or finally start living the life you were meant to live, fix your mindset, rewire it, upgrade it, fortify it. Stop going into life with a wishbone when what you really need is a backbone. Stop begging for approval from people who don't even approve of themselves. You don't need 10 people to clap before you believe in yourself. Clap for your damn self. Stand up, even if your knees are trembling. Walk forward, even if your past is still trying to pull you back. Speak boldly, even if your voice cracks. Be brave, not perfect. Be loud, not liked. Because once you adopt the lion mentality, the jungle changes. Your presence commands attention, your goals become your prey, and fear becomes fuel. So the next time someone asks you, what are your plans? And don't say, I'm trying. Say, I'm hunting, I'm building, I'm roaring, I'm rising, I'm not waiting, I'm winning. Say it with your chest. Say it with your soul. Because you're not just starting something, you're unleashing something. Because you have the lion mentality. Thank you. And never forget, roar on.